Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. Let's start our video with the story of the strangest customer ever. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. You can't return that. This is going to be super short and sweet. Many moons ago, I worked at a well-known big box store that's blue. I was working the returns desk, and a woman approached me and tried to return a positive pregnancy test because she didn't like the results. I just stared at her for like 30 seconds and said, first of all, no. Second of all, returning this isn't going to make you less pregnant. I'm just trying to figure out her thought process. Oh, my pregnancy test says positive. That's no good. Let me return it. That can't be right. Like, what? And our next story. I'm not allowed to clean if a customer is nearby. Game on. For some backstory, I work in a place where no kids are allowed. It's essentially an adult gaming experience. These places usually are owned by a large group of people, usually related, and I can't specify what kind of place I work at since it's against my policy and I'm paranoid. I clean up after messes. I don't mind it. I get paid a good chunk to sweep up popcorn, clean toilets, and dump ashtrays. Where I live, it's a good chunk of change to bring home just to clean. A few weeks ago, I was sweeping the floor as I had already cleaned most everything. I have one headphone in, as is allowed by the company, and just focusing on my job. I'm hard of hearing, so I put the headphone in the ear that barely works anyway. I can still hear the music somewhat, and still listen if someone's talking to me, so I've never had a problem before. While sweeping, I admit the first time I was a little close to a customer. Customer, ma'am, don't sweep near my feet. I don't like that. Me in my best customer service voice, I'm so sorry. I'll work on keeping my distance next time. She doesn't reply, so I just assume that she's very into her game. I start going around the other side and sweep up a big pile of ash another customer left, just minding my business and ready for my first break already. Note, this time if she tried to kick out or point her toes, she wouldn't have been able to brush the broom even a little, which she did try to do. Customer, I just told you not to do that. Me, I'm so sorry, I thought I was far enough away this time. Customer, you lazy workers make me so damn mad. I'm in a bit of shock as I've never had a customer talk to me this way in my current position. I actually get called over to clean up while a customer's at a game because they think it brings them luck. I don't want to rock the boat anymore, so I just say sorry again and leave it be. I make my way to the other side of the building and start cleaning there. I always think it's cute when some people see me sweeping and they raise their feet to let me get under them. It reminds me of when my mom used to vacuum and we'd raise our feet so she could get under us. I consider it very polite that they do this. After doing my rounds and cleaning, I keep a smile on my face as there are a lot of customers on this day, and they find me most approachable as I'm one of the only females on the floor. It's very normal for them to search out one of us to help them with stuff. Why they do this, I have no idea. The upset customer sees me continue sweeping and smiling, and it drives her insane. I hear her literally yelling at the store manager for a few minutes, and I get called over after the customer storms out. Manager, I just had a complaint that you were sweeping too close to a customer. We're going to pull camera footage and most likely give you a point. Me, I admit I was close the first time, but I can even show you exactly where I was the second time. I wasn't even close enough to touch. Manager, well, she's married to a very wealthy man here and they own several businesses, and she has family on the council. At this point, the store manager's looking at me like I should know who this woman is. I'm new to the area and don't know many of the members from around where I work, but I also know this is a bad sign. Others have been fired for less than upsetting a council member's family member. The system's very corrupt, to be honest, and there's nothing anyone can do. Manager, from now on, you don't clean near any customers at all. I'll draw up your point sheet and get started on it for you to sign. I'm livid at this point, but just nod and go to clean the bathrooms. I've never received a point or customer complaint in the 5 months I've been working there, and now suddenly my job is in jeopardy for doing my job? After the footage is reviewed, they admit I wasn't too close, but point me enough that I have to really watch my back or I'll get fired because your voice was super condescending. Compliance mode activated. I required a copy of my write-up as it had the exact reasons why I was pointed, and I can cover my butt. There's even a comment section where the manager can write what they've told me to do to fix my behavior. She added that I forced overtime by clocking in early and late, and she just stands there and steals time without working those hours. I stop coming in early and start refusing to stay late. She also states that I'm out of my job description and to no longer do anything that isn't specified in the handbook for my job. I circled this part heavily. While it's not in my job description to help customers or get them refreshments, I do it anyway. Now I have a few days where I'm the only cleaning person at work because we're a small business. It's not bad, and I love those days as they go by faster. These days are also some of the days we're packed with customers. I'm honestly surprised this took only a few weeks before they tried to point me again. Because of where the gaming machines are set up, there are long stretches of floor I'm no longer allowed to touch. There are trash cans near a few of the most popular games, so I can't even change the trash. It doesn't take long for ashtrays and trash to overflow. The floor is absolutely covered in popcorn, food, ash, soda spills, and cigarettes. Per my store manager, I can't touch any of it because it's near a customer at all times. I keep myself busy throughout this time doing things I normally don't have time for. I'm wiping walls down, cleaning every single window, scrubbing the floorboards, and even managed to get to a few vents to get the dust out of them. Not once was I near a customer. They start to complain as the other employees that are supposed to get them popcorn and soda while they game don't do rounds on the floor as often as my job allows me to. Since I'm not allowed to clean near the customers, I have no reason to go near them, and I don't help out. Now I let my compliance slide for a little bit when it comes to the elderly customers that can't get around so much. A few of the ones that know that I'm hard of hearing will even sign to me across the store to get my attention, and I go over and help. And a few of them have asked me why I'm acting so weird. Little did I know, most of them had family on the council as well. One of the women who's there every day even laughs and tells me she'd do exactly what I'm doing. At the end of the week, I'm called in by one of the best managers we have. He's just an hourly manager, so he doesn't have to stick up his rear. He just tells me to be careful and cover my butt. The second week rolls around and I'm running out of extra cleaning to do. Everything's very dusted down every day, the walls are spotless, windows clean, and the bathrooms are just perfect. I'm honestly proud of what I've achieved in this time. The morning cleaning crew has been complaining day in and day out. Even though they show up 3 hours before opening, cleaning the filthy store in the morning isn't really in the time allotted for them. The grass starts to get overgrown, the lot's filthy, the break room's a mess, and the floor's starting to stain from spills being left all night long. One of the daytime cleaning supervisors asked me what's wrong because my normally spotless floor is so filthy in the morning, but once I explained what has happened, he's more upset I'm one shot from being fired than anything else. My job isn't easy, but I get paid good, so I don't call in and show up early to help the morning guys out a lot because they have a lot more to do than I do. Finally comes the day my store manager shows back up and she is pissed. I'm cleaning the Coke machine when she pulls me into the office to give me another write-up. It's not enough to fire me. In fact, it's half a point away from me being fired. She had my district manager all the way from main office and the big boss over all of us in the room with her. I let them go through their spiel about how disappointed they are in me and how my job is very easy to do. They can't believe I've been wasting my time on useless cleaning. Apparently, it's my fault a few of the gaming machines are down for repairs as I didn't clean up soda spills fast enough and the liquid got directly into the machine. So many customers complained they didn't have someone they could call to cater to them. I get yelled at for not serving excellent customer service to them. The big boss even states the fact that he wants me fired right now, but my direct manager saved my butt. He reminds me that we live in an at-will state and that I can be fired for farting the wrong way at this point. After they're done shredding me to pieces and I'm damn near tears, I whip out the original point sheet and slide it to them. I open my handbook and turn to my job description page and slide that over as well. I quietly say that per the handbook, I'm not allowed to hand customers anything because I have the wrong job code for it. I've just been doing what I've been told and staying away from the customers. They can even check the cameras. They get quiet. My direct manager gets pissed. He tells me to take the day off and that I'll get paid for it. Unfortunately for them, it's a day I work by myself. Fortunately for me, it's before my days off, so I get 3 days off in a row. When I get back, I'm told my points have been wiped and I'm back to 0. I'm supposed to disregard any write-ups I've received and do what I normally do. I essentially get told that I have free reign of the floor to clean it how I see fit. While I've been happy at the result of my actions, I feel bad that my store manager was demoted to hourly. I unfortunately see her a lot more now, and she pointedly takes pictures of messes before I can get to them. I'm already planning on putting in my 2 weeks as old boss offered me my job back plus original raises. It's a $1 pay cut, but I'll be the acting manager a lot of the time, and to me that's worth it. My direct manager offered me a raise to keep me, but I no longer want to work somewhere so toxic. I know I'm lucky that I can find jobs that fast, but I'm going to miss the sweet paycheck and benefits. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.